Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning from Scottsdale, Arizona, where it is gorgeous here today. Finally, I feel like we're finally getting into fall. So let's pray. I've got a bridal shower going on here Saturday, and it's an outdoor one. So I'm praying that we have decent weather. Okay, I had to get you guys pulled up over here on my other device. Let's see who's here. I can see that. Lisa, Mary Freeze. Hi, Kimmery. Welcome. Sis, I haven't seen you in a while. Congratulations on your wedding, and I hope you're doing well. Sue Faina's watching. Sue, got my new shirt on. So Sue Faina got this shirt for me. It's a cabbie, and it is just a little tiny sweater. But, oh my gosh, it is so, look how cute it is. I might need to grow into it a little bit up here, but other than that. Linda Davis, Diana Rutledge, hi Viv, Debbie Harmon, hola. Let's see, Linda Davis, Laurel McKenzie, hi friend. Thank you so much. Hi Keenan from Texas. What's going on in Texas? Lynn Roberts, I'm happy you're here, sis. I get so worried when we don't see you. Vicky Nance, hi Babu, you did make it. I was wondering if, the mister was going to keep you from this. Pam Taylor, good morning. Hi, Debbie Grimes. Hi, Billy Joe. I'm happy to see you. Hi, Denise Ellison. Good morning, everyone. Candace Peak, happy birthday, sister. I was so happy to see it was your birthday today. Yes, thank you. Isn't it, darling? I love it. And especially, maybe because it's black and white, I love it too. Hi, Scotty, Debbie Woodell. Don't panic. We're only going to do this for a second. We've got to get everybody here. Hi, Janet. Oh my gosh. How are you, sis? Janet is my friend from California. We went to high school together. Sue, you can give me some. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The more weight I lose, it just all pops off right there. Terry Lightsey. Hi, friend. Linda Peterson is here. Tana Bowie, hope you're doing okay. Mary Zwinger's here. Hi, Tracy Honecker. Thank you. I loved my shirt too. And I loved the panels that you did. I have the same exact panels. And I was going to show you because I did them completely different, but I loved yours. They were gorgeous. Micheline, you're here. I'm so happy. Annette Lawson. Hi, sis. You're probably working. Julie Bishop, Marianne Oldani. Let's see. Susie Craig, Glada. We're getting there, you guys. Debbie Woodell, Sandra Me. Okay, we got to get started because I have got a lot to show you today, and I'm a solo act. Mom's not here today. Mom is home. You love the sheen of my eyeshadow. Oh my God, can you really see it? Can you see it? Thank you. It is one of those little inexpensive grocery store packs, but I've switched over to creams instead of powders. It lasts all day, and I'm having better luck with that. And I watched a Mature Women makeup tutorial, and they said put a tiny dash of your blush right here, like right here on your eye, and it will just open your eyes and brighten everything up. I don't know if that's true, but anywho. Dottie Snyder, it's good to see you too, Terry. That is why they make padded bras. That is true. COVID can't keep Candace. That's true. You and Candace both have it. Oh, so sad for you guys. Lisa Treen, you don't even wear makeup? Well, the older you get, I guess you're really not supposed to, but I still do. I will probably do it till the day I die. Hi, Michelle. So I need someone to pinky swear with me that if I'm in the casket, one of you comes in here and does my makeup and does the little blush thing right there for me. Anyway, creams do make a difference. Hi, Lydia. Okay, we're going to get started. So, hi, Sina. I was at Walmart on Tuesday, and I go every year because the first year I did this was 2 years ago, and I went down the aisle, and I took a ton of pictures, so I'm going to post them after today's live. They have all of their ornaments for $1.98, and they have tons of them. So I grabbed a whole bunch of them, and I did this a few years ago, and it was one of our most watched videos, and I show you the ornament for $1.98 from Walmart, and then I show you what I've done to it, or I show you what we're going to do to it today, because a lot of them, I felt like you all would probably rather do it with me so that you can see what's going on. Connie, thank you. I'm so happy you guys will all help me out. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Lori Ramirez. Okay, so let's start with most expensive down to least expensive. So let's start with Hobby Lobby first. So Hobby Lobby, if you can still find them, has these darling little shoes, the stilettos. These are $7.99 half off. So these are only $4, darling. And here's what we did to them. So you can see I put a little bit of bling on them. All I did was paint out the sides and everything. This was green, so you're going to want to paint them out first and then do your little checks. Aren't those darling? So this is game number 1 that you can do, and those are Hobby Lobby. This is also Hobby Lobby. These little purses are so adorable. Also, now these are $7, $6.99 half off. These would only be $3.50. So cute. But look what you can do to them and make them little Chanel bags. This is the, that's the stencil from itacakes.com, ITACAKES.com. And those are, hi Carol, hi Jennifer, hi Natalie, hi Brenda, Sherry, Janice, thank you. I know, aren't they cute? These also come in leopard. So some are like this, but you can paint right over glitter, you guys. A lot of people are afraid of glitter. You paint right over it, go right through it. But here are a couple more. So this is what this style can end up looking like. Look how cute. Carol Pulver made that one too. So just a little bit of brown, paint it brown, put a little Louis Vuitton thing on it. These start out leopard. So these are little leopard purses, and then I painted over these and made this little LV. Come on. These are incredible craft show items that you can mark way up. I would, if I paid $3.50 or similar, $4 for each of these, I would sell these for at least $15 to $20 at a craft show done like this. So these are good little money makers, but more importantly, they're great gifts, especially a hostess gift, especially we're coming into the holidays. So you're going to need hostess gifts. So, okay, there's that. Now back to Walmart. So now we're at Walmart again. This one is $3.47. So we had $4, $3.50. Now we're at $3.47. This is how they come. Darling, there's so many things you could do with this one. My thought was blue and white toile, because you know I'm obsessed with it. But if you're doing your entire kitchen, or I'm sorry, in your entire tree in blue and white toile, how inexpensive would this be to buy this one? They also have this size that was $1.98, and I've already started to repaint some of these for you. But look, this is how it comes, and this is base coated, and then decoupage. Can you imagine having your whole tree, and I haven't done the top yet, I wanted to show you how I did it, but have your whole tree done in blue and white toile like that, which I did one year, and I loved it so much. Kathy Dean is here. Thank you so much, Debbie Taylor, Cindy. Like I said, I am on my own today, so I'm going to try and get as many of your comments as I can. Hi, Nina. Let's see. How did I get the puffed up pink on the purse stripe? Yeah, that's how they came. This is exactly how these purses came. But good question. But yeah, this is how they came. We did these in my membership group, so that's where that is. But anyway. Okay, so decoupage, or you could do black and white check. You could do anything you want on these. So we will do these, but I want to kind of show you what I have to keep your interest piqued. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Greta. I've missed you too. Hi, Rose. Okay, these, $1.98. Look at how stinking cute. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to check either green and white, black and white, red and white, whatever colors you want. We're going to check this. And then they also have all of these at Walmart. These are $2.48, and I got 4 of them. So I'm going to show you how to paint a deer like this, how to break him up into sections so you can do him really easy. And then we're going to put one of these around his neck, and he's going to be gorgeous. So there's that one. I mean, come on, $1.98 is insane. This one is so cute. $1.98. Look at the little Santa in there. And this is, I've already base coated him, so what I'm gonna do is we're going to do gold on the wings and then gold back here, and then we're going to check the whole thing. I did a 4 or 5 foot one of these for a client once, and it hangs in her kitchen over Christmas time, and it was gorgeous, but it was huge. So we're gonna do that. That's what gave me that idea. Look at these, $1.98, darling little trucks. So this is what I've done. I've already base coated everything so we can just kind of get started on all of them. So this is base coated, ready to go for $1.98. These are so cute. Okay, let me see if I have one of these here. Yeah, this is how this came, like that, which is still cute, but we are going to make it much cuter. I'm going to do a gold bell. Obviously, we're going to do some checks or stripes or something on the letters. Oh my gosh, our Walmart has Christmas everywhere. So I took a ton of pictures so you guys could see them. These are fabulous. And again, every single one of these I'm showing you is $1.98. This is how they come, which, believe me, I could have left it alone. I love it, but we're gonna do something else to it. So I've got this one base coated, still $1.98, and I absolutely love, these. These are, look how cute, and they came in black and white. So I thought we would either do gold or bling or black and white checks on both of these. So pretty. $1.98. You cannot beat these prices. Here's another one. This was also $1.98. I'm going to add this to a wreath or something. So go there and get all this crazy stuff. Okay, so the other thing they have is, I just started it, but I want you to see. We went crazy for these a few years ago. $1.98 for the ice skates. They are resin, and they're very heavy. Well, we completely redo them. We do gold on the blade, we do black and white check, and we do some bling. So here's one that I just started working on this morning, but look at how darling. So that's what I'm here today for. I'm your idea girl. I'm gonna give you a bunch of ideas for ornaments that you can do and make and sell, or make and gift. So I hope that sounds interesting. Let's see, can you spray paint for base coat or will it crackle? Susie, you can absolutely, and hi sis, you can absolutely spray paint, especially the deer. Now, like some of these, you're not gonna spray paint unless you completely cover up your Santa. Same thing here, unless you take off. So there are some that you can base coat without it crackling with a spray paint, and I would say probably the deer for sure, but anything else, you're gonna have to really cover them up. These would work. This is a little Santa that's there. He's more of a ceramic. These are all wood. Yes, you could on a number of them. So yeah, great question. Sherry Bellamy, I just saw that. You painted like crazy last night. I did. I got up early this morning, did them, and I did some last night. But look at this one. These are just beautiful thick wings. So what I'm gonna do on these is gold all the way around the edges. I've got this crown that I got, Art Minds. This was for like 50 cents at Michael's. So I'm gonna have that crown there. And then we're gonna do either a star or probably a heart, a gold heart, and then some kind of a piece of bling or something in there. And look at how gorgeous those are, $1.98. So, one last thing I want to show you, because I'm super excited about this, and I'm going to try and get this done today too, but I won't get it all the way done. This is $4.47 at Walmart, and it is a banner of pumpkins. If you have a darling mantle or in your kitchen or somewhere where you display some of your fall stuff like I have, I've already base coated these. If you have a blue and white or black and white kitchen, imagine doing each of these in a different, like a blue and white toile, and then all different patterns of toile. or black and white. You could do them all one, or you can paint some, you can diamond some, stripe some, and make them all different. And then these little happy fall signs are in the unfinished wood section at Hobby Lobby. So if we have time today, we're going to get to this. I don't know if we will. If we don't, I'll do it myself and post pictures. But I just want you to know there's so much great stuff out there that you don't have to spend a fortune on. Mitchell, I kind of am. Walmart was full. Yes, it will be empty. That's what I'm telling you guys. I'm trying to get everybody ahead of the game because they just came out. Walmart just came out within the last few weeks with all their Christmas and Christmas ornaments. So get down there and get some of this stuff right away. Mine was jam-packed. So let's start with the one that I think is probably most interesting to you guys. And let me grab a pencil. Here's one. Okay, so for the deer, again, this is how they come. And you absolutely could spray paint this or whatever you want to do to it. Hi, Maria. So, but what I want you to do is, Sherry Bellamy, yes, go today. What I want you to do is section off your deer. When you have a standing deer like this, it's very, very difficult to try and check the whole thing and make it all work. So I have started just kind of sectioning him off so that his body is like one piece. The body's one piece. The neck is another piece, and the legs are a whole nother piece. Nobody will notice the difference, but it's going to make your life so much easier. So that's the first thing I did. I just kind of did a little line around the top of each of the legs, but I curved it a little bit because I need to follow the leg shape. Billy Joe, you're waiting for your, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Hi, Liberta. Okay, so I did that, and then I placed the wreath on his neck to see where it's going to hang, and look, it's going to hang right there. So I went ahead and did a pencil mark there. So I'm not going to try and make all of this flow because you're not going to notice a difference with the wreath. This applies to any kind of standing deer, and I know a lot of you love to do them. So this is just a good learning experience for that. Okay, and on the bottom of my deer, just paint it gold. Nobody's going to notice a difference, but if you try and wrap all the way around your deer, it's a nightmare. It really is. Trust me on this one. So then I do a line right down the center on both sides. So I've got that line right down the center on both sides. And now I'm just going to eyeball a little bit of another line. I'm eyeballing whatever that is, probably about a ½ inch or ½ inch. And now I'm going to go just to the top of this line where we're going to do the wreath. I'm going to do one right down the center, do another one. Now you've got to make sure you've got the same number because we're going to come up and around. So in other words, it's going to come up and around. So we've got to make the same number. So before we get to the end, we're going to count and make sure we have an even number. So I'm going to, if there's an issue, I'm going to do it on his rear end. So let's keep going. And then I'm going to grab the ones from across because I want my lines to look like they're even. So you can see I'm just going straight across. All right, so let's do a count. Right now we should be even. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I do one here, this will be 14, 15. Let's see, let's do this one here. Hold on, okay, let's see. This is where, this is why you gotta count every time. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then this whole section should be 18. So let's just one more time. Let me start here. I know this seems ridiculous, but this is how you have to do it. You have to keep checking. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to throw in right here, 20. Okay, so now he's marked, and then I'm going to go through. You can do stripes, and he's done, but he's going to look like a zebra. So now I'm going to go across here, and give myself some lines this way. Is this making sense? For those of you who have checked, I'm sure this does make sense. For those of you that haven't, you're probably like, I don't know what in the world she's talking about, and I'm not that interested. So I get it. This is not, this is, you know, kind of a checking, more of a 202 than a 101. But, okay, so let's go ahead and do a mark in every other so we don't get mixed up. And these are the boxes that I'm doing a mark in are all the boxes I'm going to paint black. Let's see, there's one there. And I do recommend, because you see, even I will forget where I'm at. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. One there, one here. Okay, so you can see right now that my two tops are the same color. So to avoid that, I'm going to do one more line right down this little center point. Nobody will know but you and I. And we're going to have those every other color. So that's going to be, that's what's going to save us. So when you're checking something that's so weird like this, people are like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you just got to kind of keep faking it till you make it. And that's what I've always done with these, because there's no good way to do it. When I get up here to his neck, I go straight down the center, which has already got a little seam. So I'm going to go ahead and do a line straight down that seam. I'll do another line down the seam in the back. And then I'm going to go right in the center. And I'm connecting, making sure I'm connecting to another line from the other side. Same thing over here. And just bring them around until everybody connects. So I know you're saying, I don't get it, but I promise once you start doing it, and once I start painting it, then you'll see what I'm talking about. So now you've got to get his little lines there. And then I'm just going to go around. And this is all just freehand. Okay, so we've got that done. We'll do something different on his legs, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of start this one. We're not going to finish the whole thing, but I'm going to at least show you what I'm talking about and why this really will work out for you. As I get all my lines moved around. Okay, so I've got my plate. I'm going to use the lamp black. I know you guys have a gazillion questions. The counting is so important. Thank you so much. It's better to check. Yeah, keep checking, check, recheck, check again. What is it? Measure twice, cuss once. Seriously, it is, you've got to really pay attention to what you're doing when you're doing this. And then you're going to use the tiniest little brush you have, and I have a number 2. This is a Black Dynasty number 2, so I would suggest using a 2 or a 4 brush, and the brush is going to make all the difference on this. So I'm using Lamp Black, Deco Art Lamp Black, and now that I have my boxes marked, I can just start in any one of them. And I'm going to offload in the center to get rid of all the excess paint, so I don't go over my line. And I'm not going to worry about that center part because I'm just going to paint it gold. And nobody's going to be the wiser. Sometimes on the big deer, I try and paint it so that it's perfectly checked all the way even under his belly. But I can tell you that that is definitely a, I'm going to say a bad word or two when I'm doing that. But look already how cute this can be. So you see, I'm just offloading every time first, and then just basically as easy and as quick as I can, just going around each square. Hard to do it upside down. I still don't have comments over here, so if you are like, man, she's not even seeing us. I don't have comments. I only have them on my iPad, so I'm trying to miss both devices. Hi, Monica. Sandy Lynch, you are late. The tick marks make such a difference. Yes, they do. Hi, Rita. But these little ornaments, believe it or not, go super fast once you get all the, your basing, you know, get your base coat on and then get your pencils lined out, your pencil marks, and they go super fast. I'm only going to do the front of this guy because I just basically want you to see the transition areas and how that's going to work. Mom is very busy today. She is baking because we are, like I said, we're doing a shower here Saturday, and my mom and Gail Richards are doing all the baking and cooking, and myself and a number of our other Chick Savvy sisters are coming over to help, and we're doing all the decor. So we're actually excited. We've got the house almost completely ready. At least it will be. I've got my handyman coming over today to hang drapes everywhere. Oh, I guess Mom is here. Not here with me. Hi, Vicki. She's not here with me, but she's here. Okay, so here's where we transition so you can see. We've already got his side done. So he looks great on the side. But now I've got to transition up the neck. And again, we're not going to worry about it because we're going to have that wreath right there. But if anybody were to take that wreath off, I still need to make sure that we look good underneath. So we're still every other. Is this making sense to you guys, I hope? But I don't think we've done a lot of separating our deer like this. So, you know, breaking him up into sections, and I am telling you, it helps tremendously to do that. And then you're not trying to do the whole entire deer at once and figure out all that math, because it's a lot. Okay, do you see we're still coming around? We're still okay. Let's see. This is where that transition kind of went up his neck. So if I make a mark right here, you can see nobody will be wiser because right here is where the, right here is where that wreath is going to be, so nobody will even notice it. Come around the back. So this is the great news about this one. For the most part, you're not going to see any of these issues. And I'm coming up here, and let's just double check this one. So I'm going to make this one a long one down to his nose. We've got another one here. Feels so weird when I don't have comments. All right, so now I've got a great space in between. I'm going to go ahead and do one up here. So now look at his face looks good. And then we need to bring another one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this one all the way down. So now you can see he's perfectly checked. Well, maybe not perfectly, but he's very well checked. So then on the legs, so I hope that made sense to everybody. Let's get one back here on the legs. But I hope you can see when you break it up, it's so much easier to understand how this little guy is going to flow. And then under here, I'm going to do all gold. And then what all I have to do on his legs is you could just do stripes. You can do checks also if you want, but I tend to think that the stripes are just so much easier to deal with. You're going to go all the way around his leg, each one with the stripe. And then I'll probably do gold on his hooves. But can you see? Nobody's the wiser. Nobody would think anything of it. And then we would, I would do his ears and his antlers in gold. and then get his wreath on. And look at that. He looks perfect. So that is my advice when you're doing these little ornaments. Hi Gina, hi Cindy. Honestly, this small is almost easier for me. Honestly, this small is easy because it goes super fast. But just know when you're doing the deer, if you have an issue, because they're not easy. These are probably one of the hardest things we do. Just put a stinking wreath around his neck and nobody will know the difference. So I will get all of these finished up, but I want to be able to keep showing you before we move on. Okay, so for the airplane, oh, thank God that did not go in there. For the airplane, so cute. This is how he comes, $1.98. I've already base coated. So what would I do on this? Well, you could do anything you want. A little bit of decoupage would be darling on this, but hi Dina. I'm going to go ahead and for the most part, I know most of you prefer to check, so I want to show you how I would check this. And if you want a decoupage or anything else, you do you, but this in a red and white check would be darling also. So you're going to do your line right down the center. So I've got a line right down the center on both sides. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and grab the middle. And I'm going to do another line on the middle. And then I'm going to just kind of fake my way through. I'm just just freestyle here, freehanding the size I want. It's too hard to get a tiny little craft stick or a ruler or something on something this small and have it make sense. So I'm just eyeballing this, going down to there is you can see there's a seam all the way here. So we're going to go ahead and make that part of our design. I'm going to do another one right here. Okay, so now I've got that, and I'm going to cut it one more time. So I'm going to do one more line in the middle, like this. And so now my propeller, when I get my propeller on, all those are coming in perfectly to the propeller. And now all I have to do, again, I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just trying to do a little bit at a time. So now when I'm here, this is where a lot of people get screwed up. They try and go all the way around at once. You can't. You're going to get it all messed up. So do a little bit at a time. Pull one side, pull your other side, and then touch. Do you know what I mean? Instead of doing this and trying to pray and hope and pray you get it right, do a little bit at a time, and then you can make any adjustments you need to. So I'm going to do a little bit here, a little bit here, here. I think out of all the ornaments, this little airplane is going to be my most favorite. Little at a time on both sides, and that way you don't get messed up. If you've ever done something and you come all the way around and you think, what happened to my extra line? Or you have an extra line all of a sudden now. It is infuriating. So just make sure you do a little bit at a time. And then I need to, let's see, let's cut this one more time on both sides. Let's just double check our numbers real quick. So we've got one, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so as long as you keep cutting, just make sure that you are cutting it in even number. So now we've got our guy completely checked and ready to go. It's the hardest part. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a mark in every other spot so that I don't get confused, which I do easily. And it should work out perfect now. But I absolutely recommend, every time I don't do this, I mess it up. So I know it seems like a waste. You're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I don't know that you do, because I don't either. And you can see that they all worked out perfect. And I'm all the way around. Let's see, there's one there, one here, one there. Okay, so he's ready to get checked. So we'll do a little bit of him also. You guys still hanging in with me? I hate it when nobody's here with me because I am so bad at this. That is for sure. I love what Micheline just said. Yes, we craft at least 3 times a week in my membership group. As a matter of fact, I want to show you what we've been making. This was yesterday, what we did in our member group yesterday. We made necklaces out of dominoes. Look at how pretty those are, and then look at the back. So yesterday we learned how to do that. Look at some of these that have, like look at this one. This is another little, these are just domino papers on a regular domino. These are little Louis Vuitton and Chanel jewels that we find on some of our pages. These are ones that Carol Pulver made for me, and this is where we got our ideas. So we learned how to make all of these yesterday, and I think this is something that's going to keep most of us busy for a long time. But these are just regular dominoes. So pretty clever, pretty clever. Okay, so again, we're just going to do a little bit of this so that you can get the picture, and then we'll move on to another one. So this is just how I'm trying to give you as many ideas as I can, and I will post all the finished projects today, all the finished ornaments. I will finish all of them today so that you'll see them, but I really wanted to get this to you guys early so you can all get part of the plane just fell off. It's this thing. It keeps, they have to be glued on. They both came off. So yeah, they keep doing that. But I wanted you guys to be able to get to Walmart before everybody else. So this is why we're doing this now. And then you can see which ones you really love done and which ones you don't. So when I'm doing any kind of this type of an ornament, I will usually sell these, something like this, for at least $15. So if it's fully checked and it's got like diamond dust or bling or something on it at a craft show or at a boutique, these will sell easily for $15. If you're selling to a boutique, you might have to go a little bit less so that they have money to mark it up. So I would say if you're selling these to a boutique, you're going to sell between $12 and $15, and then they will most likely sell them for upwards to $25 and more. But it also depends what your area can handle. So, you know, if you're in a small town, a lot of those small towns, they're not going to pay a lot for stuff like this. In Scottsdale, I can probably get away with even a little bit more for these here. But it really does make a difference where you're at, where you're located. And the other thing that makes a huge difference is that it's pretty well done, and you've got everything finished all the way around your ornament, because ornaments specifically should be painted all the way around. Even if you just do straight gold or black and white check or black and white polka dots or something, every ornament needs to have the front and back done, because you know on a tree, they'll move around. And sometimes you'll get a glimpse of the back of something. So just make sure you always finish it completely, and it looks more professional, and you'll get more money for it that way. But already, look how cute. Brenda, you getting here late? Yeah, I just saw what Micheline said. That is the truth. You guys, don't ever be hard on yourself. This takes a lot of practice, but I can tell you, once you get it, you've got it, and you will be obsessed with it. You know, most people say they used to paint all kinds of stuff, and then once they learned how to do checks, that's pretty much all anybody does anymore because it is honestly extremely relaxing. I know it probably doesn't seem like it to some, but it really is super relaxing to do this because it's almost just like mind numbing. As long as I've got every other mark checked, then I can watch TV while I'm doing this, and I'll put up a little TV tray and paint while we're watching TV at night or whatever. But you can see now how it's going all the way across, all the way around, darling, and these really do go fast. And I will go back and look at all the comments today since I don't have anybody here and answer your question, but I'm hoping and I'm assuming that our moderators, Mary Zwinger and Sue Faina, are probably catching most of your comments right now. We don't really have a supply list today because you're going to have to go into Walmart and get these. I didn't check to see if they're online. Has anybody checked that to see if they're online? Can't believe I still don't have comments. If they're online, that would be a delight, but I don't know that they are. And you're not going to worry about it if you get paint on your little Santa, because all you'd have to do is take a little bit more red paint and clean him up. Almost done. Did somebody say, was it jewelry making from yesterday? Yes, Debbie, the jewelry making was yesterday in our member group. And yes, all of our videos are on replay forever. And that's the great thing about joining our member group is you have access to every video we've ever done in our member group when you join. And for the length of your time in our group, you have access to all of those videos anytime you want them. And it includes every class we've ever done, every live we've ever done. So that is a great bonus if you are interested in doing a lot of crafting. Did we find out? I'm sure somebody did. If we found out about whether these are online or not. So for those of you that are going to Oklahoma City, that's coming up in just a few weeks. What is it? 2 weeks from yesterday, I believe, is when I'm going. I'm going to get there a day early. So I am really looking forward to it. And that is the Sparkle Retreat. Okay, look at how cute. And then here's what I would do here. Let's get our liquid gold. I'm so glad you did. Hi, Ann. Hi, Yvette. It's 3:40 where? Yvette, where are you from? I have to find you. Tell me again where you're from. Okay, so we're going to use our gold. This is our liquid leaf that I'm sure everybody's using already, but it's liquid leaf and it is classic gold. And I spilled a bunch of it the other day, so I'm going to be extremely careful with this one. And then I'm just going to I just want you to see how to transform these to something spectacular. Also, when you're painting red, remember when you're painting over anything red, there is so much dye in red that you really need to do either a chalk paint or you do chalk paint or like a primer or something first. Otherwise, you won't notice that red dye is coming through until you seal your project. And once you seal it, all this red dye is going to come through and it's going to ruin your project. So keep that in mind, that you want to make sure that you do a little primer or chalk paint or something over anything red, whether it's plastic or whatever it is, because there's so much dye. Purple is kind of the same way. There's a lot of dye in purple, so anytime I do anything with those colors, sometimes orange, if you've done your pumpkins, you might base coat your pumpkins in white and then do your checks on them or whatever you're going to do, and you get all the way to the end, and suddenly that orange is starting to come through, and it's infuriating. But look at how we're going to step this up 72 notches by doing this gold on here. And of course, I would seal it with a gloss sealer, which will be Liquitex, which I normally would have done that seal. I would have sealed it first, but I'm really trying to get as much done today as we can, so I will seal those later. But anywhere where you make a goof, it's just paint. Go back and fix it. Gosh, I hate not having Mom here. Tomorrow, I will have a bunch of people here, and we will be in my membership group tomorrow, and I will be showing all the decor and what we've got going on for the shower I'm having this weekend, so that should be fun. Okay, now look at the difference with the gold wings, and you could jazz him up a little bit, but let me put a little bit of glue inside here and get that propeller back on. And now look at it. He's so cute. You could do your wings in red. You could do whatever you want, but can you believe for $1.98, this is where we started, and this is what you have. That's worth some money at a craft show. That is definitely worth some money. So let me move these aside, and let's grab, let's see, let's do something different. Let's do our, as long as I've got this out, let's do our wings. Do you know, every time I get my nails done, I can't pick anything up. I still don't have comments over here. I cannot believe it. They do have the ornaments listed on Walmart.com. Interesting. Terry Chisholm, your husband's in ICU. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sis. Let us know what's going on. Never seal over the gold. Yes, because you don't have to. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but you don't have to, and sometimes it'll make it a mess if you do. All right, so here's what I'm thinking for these wings is let's do a little bit of the gold all the way around the edges, which is going to make already, look at a huge difference. And I did go ahead and paint the front and back. These were just wood. If they didn't have all the like feather marks in them, I would have done something different and probably a little bit more spectacular with these. But because of those marks, I don't have a lot of room to play with these. So I thought, let's make it like something I have seen in boutiques that I absolutely love. And on this, I painted it white on the back, but honestly, I would probably paint the whole back gold, which would make a huge difference in buying it. People are gonna say, oh wow, okay, that's really nice everywhere. So let's get this on, and then I can't wait to show you what we're gonna do with this one. Who almost missed us? So this is for those of you that are used to having my mom with me every day. You know that I always tease her, no, she can't take a day off because this is what happens. I don't catch any of the comments. I still don't know how the other crafters do it. They're just amazing at it. But it's probably because I haven't had to practice much because my mom's always here. Let's talk about Bachelor. Bachelor's on tonight. The new Golden Bachelor starts tonight. I am extremely excited about it. Probably shouldn't be, probably more than I should be, but I have to go grocery shopping and stuff. So I thought, Bill said, are we going to go grocery shopping tonight? And I said, Bill, no, we have 4 hours of TV tonight. He's like, you've got to be kidding me. I said, no, get ready. Because it's 2 hours of Bachelor, I think 2 hours, And then 2 hours of Bachelor in Paradise, which is I'm sure Bill will go to bed at that point, but it is one of my guilty pleasures. That and Housewives. Speaking of Housewives, did anybody find out what's happening with, I know this is so stupid, but did anybody find out what's happening with Kyle Richards and her husband Mauricio? I heard that on Dancing with the Stars the other night, he mentioned something about their marital woes, and I'm sure she was probably dying. So let me know if anybody knows what's going on with that. Oh, Debbie Sellers, I know. I always think it would be fun if we were all together when we're all watching some of this stuff. We could be the original, the senior, you know how they have Bachelor Nation where they go into sororities and stuff and all the girls are in there. Can you imagine if for the Golden it was all of us together watching? He was wearing his ring and I saw that I did see that his wife was there. Shannon, so we all have, they are separated for sure. Doggone it. It does feel like whenever, I mean, there have been so many divorces on all those reality shows that I don't know why you wouldn't think 25 times before you agreed to do one of those and know that your entire life's going to be exposed, which is pretty much how I am too. My whole life is pretty much exposed, but that's my choice. I usually am extremely open about everything going on. Okay, so I want to paint this gold and we're going to put some bling on it. Separated but still live together. Oh, is that the new thing that everybody's doing? Can I tell you, with my exes, when I was done, I was done. Moving on. I don't think I would want to live with somebody after that. But I always hate it for the sake of the kids, though, and I hated it for my kids too. Come from a divorced family, and seems like everything's a hassle. Christmases, holidays. When my kids were little, I couldn't have both Thanksgiving and Christmas. I could only have one or the other. And every other year it changed. It's so much for the kids to have to deal with. But I know there's a lot of families that say, well, our family got better after they got divorced, so I think it can go both ways. Rumor has it that he cheated. Well, that's what I was assuming, but then I heard that she did. So I don't know. It's probably all a bunch of garbage either way, so who knows. Okay, so then here's what I would do with this, is have this coming out. Let me put a little bit of glue on this because we're going to go ahead and make this. Even though everything's a little wet, it's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we got that crown behind. Again, this crown is from Michaels in their little unfinished wood area. And then I've got here's what I was thinking. If you were doing something other than like just gold, look at the red heart in there is adorable with a little piece of bling. Isn't that pretty? So, but the heart's not that big. So then I went for this, but honestly, then this is just too much. So let's do we can also do this heart in just gold. Or, oh my gosh, okay, I have an idea. Let's do this in check, and then we'll do that over it. So I'm gonna just, actually I'm gonna do this in stripes. I'm not even gonna do checks. And I don't even need to base coat it because it's light enough that you'll see. But I think this will be a better look than the red. So let's do this. And especially if you're going with a whole black and white theme on your tree, then I think this would be really pretty. Don't be afraid to eyeball your your lines like this. Don't be afraid of it. I mean, honestly, nobody knows the difference. That's cute. And then I would glue. If I had a bigger heart, I'd be happier, but okay. But look at how cute. Let me see if I can hold it. Everything's so wet. Do you get it? All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to glue that down so that you can see, so I can hold it up and you can see. Look what I just did. So don't do as I do. I'm only doing this because I'm live and I need everything to dry right away so you can see it, but don't do this. Do everything properly, paint it. Okay, so there's that. I love it with the stripes. And then here's what I would do is take my sealer, go all over, or anything. This is actually the mighty, what do we call it? Magic. I call it Magic Mike Podge, but it's just the new Magic Podge, new Magic Mod Podge. Okay, and then let's take some diamond dust. And, oh my goodness. And now look at, for $1.98, what we've just created. You wouldn't even have to do the heart. Those wings are so pretty on their own, but look at that. And then you love Below Deck. I do too. Southern Charm. I used to watch it every week and I haven't been on it in a long time, so I need to go back and catch up. So anyway, love that. Gold the back. This is and could be spectacular. I would have a bigger heart in there. It would make much more sense. Okay. So on just real quick, I'm just going to show you this. On here, look at the difference if we paint the blade gold as opposed to, okay, silver, fine. But look at the gold. It just takes everything up a notch. And I want to think, I think we used to do I think we did the heel. We did the heel in gold also. Oh yeah, we definitely did the heel in gold also. And then bling, like here, I would have bling. Look how pretty. So, love these with your ice skates. So fun to make those. So easy. Okay, then you've got your little truck. And on the truck, let's see, what would I do with the truck? We will check. I think what I'll do is let's do are these hubcaps? Is that right? Let's do these in the gold. That's why I love all these little tiny things, because look how fast everything can go. Let's do the fender in gold. So we did, I finally have, now I have comment. Now that our regular shows are coming back, a lot of the other shows are put on the burner again. Yeah. And I know it probably seems like we're doing, oh, what is she doing? Shock, another black and white. But honestly, it is what we do. We love it. And then I'm going to do the gold inside the tire. But then I'm going to paint back the black back over it so that it looks nice and looks perfect again. But I'm just trying to speed along so that you guys can see all the different ways that these can look so stinking cute and so special. So I'm going to fix that with black. I would also do these, the little lights in the gold. Let's see, we've got to do, let's do both the rear view mirrors in gold. And then I would most likely, let me close this up, I'm so nervous. Peggy Eaton for the next year. Oh, I'm so happy. The wheel wells, there you go. The wheel wells. Let me throw that down. But look, here's where you could just do, I know, shock, but you could do a little black and white check on the top. So always right down the center. Do a line down the center, line here, and then go across in the center, both sides. And I would probably paint, let's see, let's do this real quick, and then I would probably paint the doors a different color. That's true. If someone didn't like black and white, they probably wouldn't be hanging out with us, but don't do this. I've done this before and screwed myself up. So always use your pencil to mark off your other checks. But there were so few, I figured even I could handle those. But I've done this before where I put a little bit of a paint spot in every other box, and then I'm wrong. So then I have to go back and repaint, so always use your pencil. I do think that you're going to get a ton of ideas today, so at least a start on your ornaments. And for $1.98, you can afford to buy a bunch of them and really keep yourself entertained for a while. But look how cute. And then I would paint the doors and the sides, maybe red. Let's get this black here so you can see how pretty these tires are going to look. I think everything looks better with the gold as opposed to the silver. So much better on those. Thank you, Gina. Well, they're cute, but the most important thing is, will you guys actually go out and get this stuff and do it? I sure hope so. Okay, let's grab a little bit of red, and as you know, with our red, we're always going to add a little black to it. Hold on, who knows how to do all that? Keenan? Oh, that's amazing. My dad never really showed me all that kind of stuff. Or he did, and I wasn't paying attention, which could be highly possible. All right, when I want to do red, no matter what, I'm going to grab some red. I'm going to tap in the black, wipe it on my plate, because red is never going to give you a decent color. So I'm going to add a little black, and it's going to give that more of a maroon color that's so pretty. Look at that. You could also just keep the rest of the truck green the way it was, and just do the gold and a little bit of black check and call that a day. But I do love the red. And like I said, it's going to be that deeper red. Who was that? Nancy Lewis. Okay, let's get his doors done. And then I think I'll probably leave the fence of the truck white, like an old fence. Just got to be careful. I should have used a much smaller brush, but I was just trying to get in there. Trust me on this, the black and the red makes all the difference. It will give you, like, you can do almost everything in one coat. And it's going to make our truck look a little bit older. Now when I'm up here, I just need to be super careful that I don't get anything on that tree. But if I do, it's okay. Like I said, I'll go back in and clean all this up too. I can see where messed up a little bit, but I'll clean it all up when I take pictures, so don't fret. So did anybody, I didn't get a chance to look up, but did anybody besides me hear about maybe it was Kyle that cheated? I can't imagine. They seem like the happiest couple of everybody. And isn't it funny? It's like they're our friends. Like, we should know what's happening. Okay, so anyway, there you go. But this could be super cute, all done. We could put a little Merry Christmas little tag or something on that if you have one. Love, love, love. So cute. So this is how it came. So you could absolutely leave it that green and just do a little bit of gold just to jazz it up. But this is pretty cute too. Love it. Okay, what do we have left? This guy, here's what I would do with this guy real quick. Media speculation, they've denied it. Okay, good. Oh, that makes me so sad. All right, for this guy, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and give him a snowman. So this is a snowman. Let's give him his snowman hat. And then I want to do the berries and like a wreath on this. And then I was thinking just some bling for his buttons. And he's a little ribbon, bling for his buttons, and the ribbon for his scarf. And then he's going to be pretty much ready to go. And I would definitely diamond dust something on him, whether it's the hat or his body, but one or the other. So easy peasy. You know what else could be really cute on him? Let's do polka dot. Let's do polka dot on his hat. So I'm just dipping the bottom of my brush. So you see, I dip and then tap. And then it honestly, it makes perfect polka dots every time. And I think the biggest mistake I see people make with polka dots is you just do way too many of them. You don't have to have a million polka dots to make it look so much better and so much cuter. So we've got that. And then I would put ribbon around his neck. Probably, let's see. Well, you know, just some kind of ribbon right around his neck or bling. But I would absolutely just do a little bit of ribbon around. Look at how cute already. This is a little Chanel ribbon. And then you could do, this is where your Robert Stanley could come in, because we haven't used the Robert Stanley in a while. Or you could do, let me see, this is just cheap ribbon. I don't even know where I got it, but I could cut out a little bit. Almost looks like a flower. I'm going to cut out around this. And I think that would be cute to have like just something, a piece of bling or little tiny buttons or something right there. And the berries and the wreath, I would cut one of these apart. Let me see. I feel like I'm trying to go 100 miles an hour now. But I would cut one of these apart and put it on his hat. So these can be used for so many things. And look, the little cardinal's already there. And then the scarf and then the little bling. So super duper cute. Trying to see if you could also, oh my gosh, even that would be cute. If I didn't, I would only do one or the other. Wanda, all of the ornaments are from Walmart. So inexpensive. They're all $1.98 each, and you have a million choices. So I I think that's it. I mean, we went through quite a few of them. On this one, most likely what I would do is, let's just do it, because honestly on this one, I think I would just decoupage it. I think this would be so pretty, especially if I'm doing my tree in all blue and white toile. And I had a number of different, different designs going. Like I've got that tree, but now if I did a star, it could be so pretty. I'm just gonna lay this over on that one side. And then everything I did in the blue and white toile, I would also use diamond dust on. But look at how I can do this whole star with just one piece. That's awesome. Look how simple. Hold the bottom. Nothing easier than decoupaging ornaments. I'm telling you, it's the way to go. Your tree is blue and white 12. Oh, I bet it's gorgeous, Rita. I love it, but just imagine how inexpensive you could make these literally designer ornaments. How inexpensive these would be, but what a difference it would make on your tree. So let me get a little bit of water and get that off. And then I'm going to use, well, you know what we could use that we haven't used in a while. Hold on. Let's do our burn technique. We haven't done that in a long time. I've missed it. How much would you charge for these ornaments realistically? Well, on the blue and white toile like this, if I'm going to add diamond dust to them or bling or something like that, yeah, these are gonna go upwards for $20. But again, if you're selling to a boutique, then you're gonna need to keep in mind that they need to make a profit too. And the only reason I say that, I don't know how many of you sell to boutiques, but I used to. And I always had to factor in, they have to make their money. So, but if you have a booth somewhere, which I know a lot of you do, then I would say you could easily get $15 to $20 for these. Okay, let me move that and let's use the burn technique, which we haven't done. Yes, 15 plus for sure. All right, here we go. If you haven't seen this in a while, I've missed it. And it is the glue, keep it off of that ribbon. It is the glue that stops it from burning into anything else. Now, granted, hold on, let me plug you in. I just got on low battery. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Hi, B, you did. Okay, so honestly, an emery board works incredibly well on these. But the burn technique does too. It's just, I got nervous coming around where that ribbon is, that it was going to set my ribbon on fire. Emery boards are so amazing. For this, and I would most likely do both sides of this. Just FYI, most likely I would do one side, let it dry completely, diamond dust it, or not, or wait, but then do the other side after that. And the other thing, look at how pretty. The other thing you could do is run any of your little bling. You could run some bling along it. Are you going to do the other side too, Mary Scott? Yes, I would definitely do something on the other side, whether it was blue and white check or blue and white polka dots, or most likely I would do the same thing on both sides. But look at this. If you were to line all the way around both sides with a little bit of bling, how gorgeous that would be. And I will do that so that you can see it done. Or, oh my gosh, or you could just come through the center. Look at the bling in the center also. I don't know if you can see that, but lots of things you could do with that. So let's go ahead and do our diamond dust on this so you can see what this is going to look like. And again, I'm just using the magic podge or whatever it's called. Do a little bit at a time. Here's our diamond dust. I'm going to use my plate so it doesn't go everywhere. Oh my goodness, look at that. So these are definitely some good money ornaments right here in the toile, and any kind of toile you do, but we have always found that the toile works so much better on decoupage because of the way the design is. You can just add to it and nobody ever knows the difference. So really pretty. I would love to have a tree like this, like with these different shapes. And while we've got it out, let's just finish up this one. I got stuck. Let's finish up this one. Come on. And then put the diamond dust on it so you can see how I did this one. And then we'll probably call it a day, you guys. And then I'm going to finish them all up. And then you'll have record of, you know, what they all look like done so you can do your own. But I hope this helped, just kind of going over some of the basics today so you know how you would want to do it. I mean, you guys, this is like literally a monkey could do this. So if you've been afraid to decoupage like I was forever, just give it a go. I think you'll be shocked how good you are at it and how simple it can be. And you see, I'm just putting it on, pressing it down with my finger, and then I let it dry just for a second. And even if you have wrinkles on this, you might have a few, don't worry about it, because your diamond dust is gonna hide all of that. So I just wanna get some of this off. I've got way too much, I don't need all of that. And then the rest, I'm just gonna push up and under. Nobody will ever know. I don't know, whoever was sitting around and did this for the first time, genius. Like, you know, who sits around and just says, hey, I wonder if I add a napkin to this Christmas tree, what that's gonna look like. So I'm gonna do one side of this for you in the diamond dust. But you can use any, you could use regular Mod Podge, use whatever you want, whatever you've got. And now look at that. So this and, all right, where is it? Here it is. To me, these are the showstoppers of the day. Don't you think? How gorgeous would your whole tree look like this? So what else? All right, we got a lot done. I'm gonna put some bling in here. I'm going to finish these up, seal them, and get some bling on all those. The deer, I'm going to go ahead and finish him up so you can see exactly how those play out. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I didn't get to a couple more of them, but I will do them. And then the other thing I'm going to also do is this banner. and I'll post pictures. But if you're in Walmart, grab one of these banners. They're only, what did I say, $4? $4.47. There's so much you can do with these. So thanks for being here today, you guys. I really loved having you. I appreciate you so much. Yes, everybody go off to Walmart to put a small white tree. Oh, that would be gorgeous. Blue and white on a white tree. And by the way, Walmart has tons of trees, big and small, and all kinds of Christmas stuff. So I'll post all the pictures of Walmart, what ours had when I post all the pictures. So love you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. my time in our membership group, so you can see all the decorations and everything that's going on in our shower this weekend. And if you're not a member of our group, I always say just give it a shot. Give us 30 days. It's you get your, if you cancel, there's no more fees. You just try it for a month for 25 bucks, see what you think. And if you hate it, you could just jump back out. So, but I think you'll love it and you'll make a lot of friends. So I will see you soon. Love you all so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.